of Houston, Texas. That is where Creative Life Spiritual Center is. And there's weather coming. Apparently the storm hasn't formed yet, so we don't know when the weather is coming. But apparently people are concerned, so please keep an eye out for both on the Facebook page and in your email. If the driving conditions are unsafe, then the Sunday service may be online only. So I just want to go ahead and prep you for that. Mostly because if we get any ice on the road, we don't know how to deal with that. And more importantly, we can't. One, we don't know how to drive in it. And two, we are not set up to deal with icy roads. We don't have sand trucks. We don't have salt trucks because this happens once. Well, it used to be once every few years. It seems like it's happening once a year now. So, the weather's definitely getting interesting. So just keep an eye on your emails. Keep an eye on the Facebook page just in case the weather, because it was supposed to move in on Saturday, and now it's starting to look like it's going to be really bad on Sunday and Monday, and maybe even into Tuesday. So just, and whatever you do, please be safe. Okay, now that I've done my PSA, we're doing a new design for living. We are starting chapter 6 today, so let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Email, constant contact email, which you get one a week, unless something unusual happens, which is what I was just talking about. It's almost always weather related. If you were to get another email from us, that's why. Tells you what's going on for the week, the month. The hot links are hot, takes you right to the information you want, and it is a blind CC, meaning nobody's going to see your emails. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And we are on most of the social medias. So, but we don't monetize them. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is go like, subscribe, follow, based on which platform you are on. If you allow notifications, it'll let you know when we go live or upload new videos. And also, there was a follow-up to, engage with the individual posts. React to the post, comment on the post, share the post. It bumps us in the algorithm, which, let's be honest, that is the whole point of social media, is that. So it's a free and easy way that you can support the center. Okay. I don't know what I'm thinking about today. All right. So we are starting. So a new design for living is the process of science of mind. This is how to do science of mind. Yes, we are a religion for government paperwork, but we don't consider ourselves a religion. We consider ourselves a philosophy. We consider this is a way you can live your life. And that is what this book is. This is a book about, here's how you can do this. It was written towards the end of Ernest's career. So we are moving into chapter 6, which is great possibilities. And he always starts off with a quote. I have no idea who Josiah Royce is, but that's where our quote is from. Courage, then, for God works in you. In order of time, you embody in outer acts what is for them the truth of their eternity. Okay, that is, as I said, Josiah Royce. Cause and effects are terms which are usually associated with the fields of physical science, but there is no reason why they may not be applied to other fields as well. The implication in the terms is that when something is done, something else results, and there is a definite relationship between the two. When you turn the switch, the light comes on. When you turn the handle of the faucet, water flows. The light switch does not provide a flow of water. Neither does the faucet handle provide light. For each cause, in whatever realm, there is an effect which is related to and proceeds directly from the cause. We say in whatever realm. This means not only in the fields of science, but also in the realms of mind and spirit. It means cause and effects also applies to all of our activities and relationships. At some point or another, in some way or other. Because the universe is a unity, there is a relationship of cause and effect between all things, regardless of their nature. The original cause of the universe, according to the Bible, was a thought in the mind of God. Okay, the original cause. Hang on, I just heard that and I was like, hang on. The original cause of the universe, according to the Bible, was a thought in the mind of God. Everything that exists was first an idea, and it is the nature of ideas to take form. Jesse's been quoting Raymond Charles Barker, the purpose of a thought is to become a thing. So, same idea here. The nature of ideas is to take form. That's why we have them, right? Some people say that they believe this because it is in the Bible. To others, it appears as a logical necessity to account for things as they are. Many cosmogonists, okay, that's a word. Cosmogonists. I think there's a less awkward word now, but it's followed up with astronomers who seek to determine the nature of the universe as a whole feel that at one time, about 4 billion years ago, there was a somewhat okay, I struggled with one word, now I can't say this other word. Quiescent mass of tightly compressed particles, those particles out of which atoms are built. Then something happened. And within a very short time, a very explosive time, physical creation began and is still continuing according to inherent patterns, which would have had to exist prior to the original explosive moment. God said, mind thought, is there a difference? No. Although, that is not a question I have ever posed to myself. There was a cause, and then there was an effect. And that original causative factor did not cease to be, but is active causation, still creating effects. It is without beginning and without end. Pure mind knows no limitation. Astronomer Gustav Stromberg has written much on this subject and has said that when the physical world of space, time, and energy was yet unborn, something far more important existed. This was mind, cosmic mind, or world soul, which I guess would be universal soul, not world soul. Okay. Which was and is the source of all things physical as well as the ultimate origin of our minds. So without calling it Big Bang, he's talking about Big Bang. And I think, I want to say it's in Hindu, in the Hindu cosmology, but I could be wrong, because I have studied a lot of world mythology. But in the Hindu mythology and in physics, so there's this, okay. The specific Hindu mythology that I am referring to, I believe, is that Brahma is dreaming. And the current universe is Brahma's dream. And then Brahma will wake up and the current universe will cease to exist. And then Brahma will go back to sleep and a new universe will be created. And this will happen ad infinitum. Okay? And there has been talk in the physical sciences circles that basically, as he said, compressed matter, something happened. It exploded and is constantly expanding. And at some point, it's going to stop expanding because it's going to hit its stretch limit. And then it's going to start to contract until it contracts back into that little bitty tiny mass. And then it's going to do it all over again. Okay? So, sounds like the same thing, right? And the Hindus aren't the only ones with that. I believe both the Mayan and the Aztec and, there's another one. Maybe even the Incas. They view time as an endless cycle. I mean, there was that whole 2012 thing, right? That was just the end of a cycle. It didn't mean the world was going to end. It meant that cycle was going to end. And a new cycle would begin. So, if first cause is always causing, and it's eternal, and right there, like, my mind is already going, you take one step further and we are going over a cliff, okay? Because that's what it is. That's what it is. And that's the stretch we want to stretch for. We want to stretch towards that infinity. We want to stretch towards that, you know what? It's all happened before. It'll all happen again. Thoughts become things. It's the purpose of thoughts to become things. And we can choose our causes to a degree. And if we don't like the effects that we are getting, then we want to go back and look at our causes. And I think I've jumped off the cliff as much as I'm willing to jump off the cliff today. So I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll pick up tomorrow with proving a theory. All right, beloved. That is what we are talking about today. So I'm now going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of yourself day, a let's prepare for the weather day, regardless of what it's going to look like, because we honestly don't know, day, a cuddle your fur babies day, a drink plenty of water day, a do what you need to do day, a do what you gotta do today, make sure you take a time to sit down day, a I think I'm out of words day. Because there's a lot going on right now. Day, a good day, and if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. Because you are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, a beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So, explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds, I'm going to move on into the process of my day, so I'm going to encourage you to do the same. I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. Q. I'll be back with you around 9-ish tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved.